ain't even know Martin Luther King had a gangster picture like that. Like that was
And I feel like it was Photoshop.
like he had the rings on in the library with the cabana shirt.
I was like, what
Boy,
the
that's a move right
I was
there.
like, what in the fucking Caribbean Queen is going on here?
That's a move.
Lord Jesus.
I strive to be that cool.
Man, what? My man look like Joe Cool over there. Man.
But I
Lord.
don't know. I might get my hair dreaded up. I don't know how to do it myself.
Yeah,
So,
you going to do something,
so it's
dog.
either get cut off or dreaded up, or I'm just
Time
gonna
to
be.
return to the fade.
I don't know. I had to lose weight before I cut.
You like Kelly.
I can't. My face gonna look extra wide and round. It's gonna look crazy. Head gonna look extra small because your head looks smaller when you get rid of your hair. So everybody, you fat, you got a fat ass face, boy.
Yo, my mom, we call my mom, she got an apple head. We always say that 'cause she cut her hair back in the 90s. She ain't never. I always say she got that Windex hell look.
Tell Tandy.
Get away from me! Get away from me! You are leaving. No, no.
We do a bigger thing, Tandy.
Stop. Lord,
She shouldn't have danced with me at the wedding.
Hardback.
She should have danced with me at the wedding. She opened the door.
And I told her, I was like, I don't even know if I want you to come because you're so fucking pretty. Like for real. She's like, what you mean? I'm like, no, because you know who the fuck you are. Like, just so y'all know, guys, okay, record people who are listening. My mom is like mad pretty. Always been pretty. Like stop in the street, talk to her, pretty. And low key, while I was getting married, I was worried because she real pretty. Like she would never do anything to steal from my beautiful day. It was a good day, but she pretty. Like, and just because she not trying to steal, don't mean that people will not give the attention because she pretty. She always been pretty. Pretty. By the way, welcome to Anime and Things. The background is hold on. I watched it. I promise I did. Sugar Apple Fairy Tale. So listen, this show, I wasn't expecting it to have the chokehold that it had on me, and it was only 5 episodes deep. But you can enslave fairies, like you rip their wing off, right? Which is tragic, right? And you hold on,
okay.
and you hold on to the ring. Oh yeah, my afro was just
No. I was trying to figure out why, like your glasses, but the light from the green screen is reflecting off.
Oh
of,
yeah.
Okay, I'm like, bro, what's going on?
Glasses life is so hard because you can't do anything without someone going, can you take your glasses off? You're reflecting. Can you take your glasses off because you're, and then the fact that they cost so much because it's not my fault I can't see, especially because I didn't ask to be. So the fact that you have to, no one can see now. Wow, no one will be seated while we go back into focus. That's what I see every morning. No, I'm kidding. My eyes ain't that.
That's what I see every morning without my glasses.
No, but the fact that my glasses be running how much they be running though, and it's not my fault I can't see. That's dastardly. Like like I just feel I have two pairs, like, but it's dastard. It's not my fault I don't have 20/20 vision.
So who has the worst eyesight? Who or your husband?
Actually, we have close to the same. Like one time he accidentally wore my glasses to work, and I wore his.
Hey, well, listen. What are y'all off today? And somebody lose their glasses? Come on.
Yeah, like
or take somebody sleep.
The difference is that he has astigmatism in one of his eyes, and I have astigmatism in both of my eyes. Like I have pretty good vision.
So one eye would be clearer than the other.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, like that's the only difference between us now. My sisters are blind. Like they dreams is blurry. It's kind of bad. Like
they can't even get they looking in 380p.
If you ask my sister how blind she is, I tell you, she told me about going down the stairs one day without her glasses that morning, and she just fucking fail. Like send a picture of her scraped up knee. I was like, man,
so they out there looking at the world through 380p.
Man, listen, I'm terrified. Like after she sent me that, I always put my glasses off while I go down the stairs, but I'd never be that blind. I was like, ooh. She sent me that picture. She was scraped up. I was like, you have carpeted stairs. How the hell?
Carpet burn.
I'm talking about it was like you had a little bit of bleeding on it. I was like, you put some alcohol on that. It's got hair in it, probably. Like shit.
We gotta get the tweezers. I'm not gonna lie, that's the worst of falling on carpet. Because if you don't catch it right away, and they dry up a little bit. Now you got to go through and pluck out the carpet fibers, and that kind of hurt.
This shit look mad wet, and I was just like, no. Oh my god! So yeah, you can enslave fairies in this.
So what are they doing with these enslaved fairies?
Anything like labor. Sometimes you can get them as like companions. Apparently, that's what one of them said. So old girl in the middle here.
There's some weird dudes out doing being weird with them.
Probably.
Probably some old dude with the who balding in the middle.
Anytime slaves are involved.
Have you noticed though, like the creepy, like molesty dudes, whenever they're slaves involved, they always got the hair around the side, never on the top. It's the old nigga with the hair on the side.
It's called a hair. It's called a receding hairline.
Nah,
it happens from all the rape.
That hairline ain't there.
Happens from all the.
Like they be bald in the middle. It's like a peninsula on the top of their head.
Honestly, what's crazy is that they hold on to their they can if they squeeze their wings, it's like their lifeline. So like when you squeeze them, they have like a heart like a mini heart attack. Like they be like, oh, bro, stop, like stomping on that bitch.
So is the main character one of the slave fairies?
No, the main character is this cute girl, like in the middle there. She's a sweetie, and she's actually a sugar confectionist. So
the people who
buys a ferry
to save them.
Yeah, well, she buys a ferry so she can go on the bloody highway.
The bloody highway.
What's crazy first off is that this is taking place with one car. This is a horse and carriage style. So their highway is just a long strip of road. But it's called the bloody highway because bandits and all type of what have yous.
So protection?
Yeah, pretty much. She gets a warrior ferry. There's different types of ferries.
Okay.
Labor ferries, warrior ferries.
I'm sorry. That racist called ferries that I just assumed they was all like Tinkerbell. That's my
Some are Tinkerbells.
I know, but
some are like bro.
I forgot Jordan Von Strangle was out here as a fairy.
That dude was that's a big guy. Right. So this fairy, apparently you can make a fairy from anything. Like if you drop, like some are born from like he was born from obsidian, so he's very strong. He's a warrior fairy.
So who turned them into slaves? Then like
humans?
Are they regular humans?
Yeah. Listen, I don't.
How did they get the upper hand?
You took the wing off. They only have one wing attached. You take it.
They only got one wing.
Well, they have two, but you take one. That's how you hold on to them. Like instead of chaining them.
You got powers. How you let a person?
I don't remember. Some of them are this little, and then some are like your size. Like
I need to know. I need to look at their history. Like first off, I'm upset at the fairies. How y'all lose to people with no powers?
I feel the same way when I see anyone being enslaved. Okay, I'm not even gonna hold you.
Like
any type of enslavement that I ever see, I don't even understand how the Titan shifters are able to be Titan shifters. I would have turned around and ate my commanding officer so fast. I don't understand.
It's crazy how when actual life, how when they get that mental
it's weird
stronghold of what is it? It's Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, well, I took a class called oppression. Right?
Yeah, like once they embed that impression.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's weird.
It's weird
even to this, and it lasts throughout life, generations.
So here's the thing about oppressed people. The first thing I learned about in oppression when I took oppression, is that only oppressed people know that they're oppressed.
Right.
So, which is why it's so interesting whenever we have the conversations that we have about the treatment of women and what have you here in America, and people go, oh, well, in Iran or whatever, insert other country here, women are treated blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, and those women are fine with who they are and what they're doing. And if they're not, they're fighting for it. But only oppressed people know that they're oppressed. And that's the thing that, like, it took one black slave to be like, hey, yo, this ain't right, for everybody to be like, you're right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, and I think that, like, that's why slaves that were born into slavery obviously had a different idea of the people who were taken into slavery. And I think that that's where people kind of get that weird, like, how did you get this far? It's like, well, if you're born into this oppression, you only know oppression. You don't know, you're born into the idea that these people are higher than you and these people are lower than you. Right. You know what I mean? As well as people get to jump on them. I think that's really what it is too, because these fairies aren't like willingly out, like they get captured. And that's where you are, kind of like type of deal. So you don't know what kind of person you're going to end up with. Just like you don't know what your slave master going to be like. She's a nice girl. So she like normally is just like, can you do this? And he's like, order me. And she's like, I don't want to do all that. He like,
I'm not trying to be. I don't want to be
Honestly, I think it's starting to get into some BDSM stuff because he like, bro, tell me you're gonna crush my wing or I ain't doing it. Like, and I'm like, kind of sexy. Like, what are we about to get into? What do you mean by that?
Yo, dude, just a freak.
I can hear Drewski in the back. What do you mean by
Dude
that?
is a freak.
Like they're clearly falling in love and it's adorable and I love it. And what doesn't help is that there's this other guy that keeps like trying to like get with her. He like, just marry me, girl, because like she doesn't have anybody. Her mom died, which is why she's trying to become a great sugar confectionist person. But like, oh boy, then all of a sudden, oh boy leaves her for dead and takes her sugar confection. Like, if you would have married me, that's what happened. I said, you would have left her for dead? I'm talking about, like, brought wolves back to where they was sleeping, covered her in blood type shit. I said, what the fuck is going this episode for? What is happening? I don't know what y'all been up to. This thing is getting kind of weird. Like, he was just like, see, if you would have married me, you could have been fine. Look at you. Fuck it up. And I'm like, I don't think. Like, damn. And we need to really address this because why are y'all like not men? Why are these characters like this? Marry me. No. Haha, now you deserve to die. Wait a minute. Like, hold on. Like that I feel like that's not a proportionate response.
I mean, but like granted,
she didn't even say no in a mean way.
It's kind of like that back in the day. Remember, because that's what shotgun wedding. But half the time they was forced the dude to marry their daughter. You know, you gonna marry my daughter, right?
I agree. But my thing is that I said no. Why you gotta? What? See, you be dragging it. You be dragging it.
Are they like royal families?
No.
I know because the arranged marriages be a thing with them.
No, and
them royal or them wealthy families.
I was gonna say you're right. Rutherford might have a good reason, but they're not. Like he comes from like he's a higher class family, but she's not. Like her mom died, and now all she has is literally a horse and a fucking carriage. Like, and he's like, marry me, and she's like, to that, and he like, you know what? I can't make sure you're okay. And we were like, okay, he's a nice character, but I was like, I'm gonna get kind of raped because everybody that starts off nice. They just like even in Rise of the Shield Hero, like even like Bitch Chan or whatever her name was, because they call her bitch and slut now.
Yeah.
But like even she kind of showed up and everyone was nice to Rise of the Shield Hero. Then he got a shield and then everybody started acting weird. And I was like, why can't anybody just stay nice? Like what is going on? And then when he ended up with the slave, you know, he was nice to the slave, and she they fell in love, kind of, sort of. Like
she got him caught up.
Yeah, but what was weird though about the slave is that like the dude was like, "How dare you take slaves?" And he was like, no one will join my party, so I have to like purchase people. Yeah. That's kind of how this works.
Yeah, oh yeah, because she was like confused why he wasn't treating her like a slave. He like, you really not really trying to make you my slave. I just homies to run the streets.
Really, that's it. Like, and then for the other heroes,
I'm not really down with the whole slave labor thing. Right. I'm doing this out of necessity. You really not my slave. I really just bought you out of slavery.
Like pretty much.
And she was like, nah, I'm trying to be your slave.
Yeah, like
no.
Well, what was even strange because she doesn't know she's oppressed. But what's even stranger though is how all the outside heroes was like, I can't believe you had a slave, and I'm like, okay, but that. Remember when y'all said y'all don't fuck with the Shield Hero, and then remember when y'all was like, I can't believe he's a rapist. You don't know this man from a hole in the wall.
My dude was like, she made me do this. She really not a slave,
bro.
I tried to remove the mark, and she said no.
Yeah, like, and it was just crazy because they were like, Maiden, are you in trouble? And she was like, no. And they were like, you don't have to lie to us. And she was like,
no, like, don't take me away from him.
But I'm not in trouble, though.
I'm not. I forced him to keep this whole thing going.
Every time I think about that scene, I think about that scene in Friday. You ain't gotta lie, Craig. You ain't gotta lie. Like, you don't even fucking lie.
Crazy thing. So, like, going back and watching these old movies with these females yelling at dude. So, first off, she had another thing in the video. Then, you remember the movie I Got the Hookup?
No.
With Master P when they were selling the cell phones and stuff?
No, I ain't watching
it. So in the movie, he hit up his old girl.
Yeah.
She like, oh, so now you want to call me after 6 months? Well, mind you, she about to have a threesome with 2 dudes. And I was just like, wow.
No, and that's what's so funny about Friday.
Listen, that is scary, okay? Being accused of cheating while someone is cheating, I will light the block
Well, that's the guilt like that they normally have.
I'm not gonna lie, the blicky getting the switch on it that day, it's gonna go from semi to fully automatic.
A lot of people say that, not always. Sometimes in a relationship, when the other person accuses you of cheating, it's their own guilt. They might be cheating. Like you say your own guilt or admit to your own guilt, and like your significant other has no clue like why you feel guilty or why you're even doing it. So it's scary because people will like look into it. They're like, you're cheating on me. And then you looking at them and they're the one cheating. But they're trying to rationalize their cheating by telling you that you're doing it too. Yeah. They're like, well, I'm not being terrible. I'm just getting my lick back. Like everybody is like, I'm just getting my lick back. And you like, actually, you're been the terrible person the whole time.
Because I've been sitting here looking stupid.
Right. And I think that's where kind of like, I think that's so weird about like the Rise of the Shield hero. I feel like definitely I like underdogs, and that was the most underdog I feel like I've actually ever seen in a while. Like other than Naruto, because I feel like Naruto definitely his underdog vibes was excruciatingly different. Yeah, Asta. You know what though? Here's the thing about Asta's underdog. I will say that people didn't treat the people around him. At least his community was still nice to him. Like even like the sister and like they raised him and everything, and they were like, don't have any magic. Like I think what he got outlandish with it. They were like, Asta, you don't have any magic. Like I think they just started getting frustrated at some point, which is why everybody's like, no, you ain't got no goddamn magic.
But then at the same time, like he didn't. Well, most of the scrutiny he didn't get faced with until he went to the actual kingdom. Yeah. Good thing, the Wizard King was a good dude because all the rest of them people was trash. Even his peers was like, you poor and you ain't got no magic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though Well to an extent acted that way until everybody found out, like, nigga, as lame as we are.
What I hate about Noelle, which is really why it's hard for me to return to that anime and even read the manga. Like, I'm excited for it to come back, but her tsundere status of like, I like Asta, but I don't want him to know because he's a fucking peasant bullshit. Mm-hmm. I'm over it. I'm like, girl, you just as reeky motherfucking dink as this man. I'm like, and if anything, at least Asta understands. He knows he doesn't have magic. He understands he doesn't have magic and is willing to make himself stronger to achieve his dream. You've just been like floating on the fact that you were silver.
And he got an impeccable physique.
He does. Absolutely. Absolutely. I will absolutely give it.
That's why they be thirsting him when he popped that shirt off. They all the females.
I was gonna say, come on, Short King.
Short King. Hey, he got the shorties for real, boy. He got a lot of them.
Especially when she see her cousin, like, that's the kind of cute for real. She like, no, he ain't. I'm like, why you care? Right, you're a peasant, remember that?
Like, she be at her cousin neck. What you mean you want to go ask to get back?
I would argue that Noelle, I hate Noelle as much as people hate Sakura. Like, because I feel like Sakura doesn't deserve any of the hate.
Yeah. Like, I can see why, because she played I really like you, but I'm act like I don't like you. But she at least they allow her to be useful.
Is she? No.
Yeah. Have you watched? How far are you into it?
I finished. I'm
okay. So then you see how useful she was.
It took you way too long.
She had to learn how to use her powers.
Girl, no. Because why the fuck did it take you so long? If anything,
she might be one of the strongest silvers because she had so much power she couldn't control it.
I'm so sure. But
and then she got terrible siblings. Well,
her oldest brother is fine.
He was just hard on her, but he really loved her.
He was so.
Now the younger two siblings, they was trash.
They shit, but that older brother.
But he just exercised tough love.
I love me a good big.
Because but yeah.
Bro, that. Look, delinquents and big brothers. Shit, Bakugo was a big brother.
So what about Fury on? You still rock with him with the one arm?
Yeah.
You got to get through his sister first.
Right, but his little brother cute too.
Hey, sister, wow. Got the whole kingdom shit.
What? That girl is crazy. He's the only reason to stay away from them.
Yami had me dying when she busted open the door. He said, run. She's going to kill us all.
He knew it. He was like, this is some bullshit. Bye. Like, shit.
He's like, she's going to kill us all.
Absolutely.
He said, if you don't want to die, run.
Absolutely. Big brothers.
Bust up in the door. I told y'all to run.
Wanna know what
Had Asta by the head.
You wanna know what I like? Itachi was my life. Itachi was my life.
The guy who murdered his whole family.
He had a reason. Okay, he's not just see, y'all be acting like he's just a psychopath.
Man, he shouldn't have went along with that reason.
Dobby could have all my life. Dobby is somebody's big brother.
Yeah, I know.
Natsu, not so much. Natsu was okay. Okay.
I was
Dobby, like my men tortured.
I was thinking about the Naruto Dobby. I said that's devious.
No.
What about Neji?
I loved Neji when I was younger. I was just I love the something about them being tortured.
The tough love.
It's the torture. Cause listen, okay. All right, he grew to love Hinata. All right, he was so sweet. Okay, and he was nice to Tenten. Shit. To be fair, Naruto was always on some bullshit. I ain't even go hold you. Okay.
Naruto had to be. They was on bullshit with him.
You're right. You are correct. And they was on bullshit with Neji when they killed his daddy. Okay, and made him take the place of his uncle. That's some bullshit. I mean, obviously it was for the good of the land, but you know, there's something about a little bit of law.
And they kind of did. It was kind of on bullshit.
They was.
Like,
absolutely.
How y'all gonna be?
Sasuke should have been treated just as bad as Naruto was.
He was probably like 2 levels, but he wasn't as bad as Naruto. But it was more of a clan wide thing with the Uchihas.
Bullshit.
Like they all killed off their whole clan. They're gonna act funny to the last one living.
You might as well act funny. He's technically a rogue ninja. What's wrong with you?
He became a rogue ninja because y'all killed his whole family.
But they don't know that. But they don't know that though. Remember? They don't know that. See? That's what I'm talking about. Keep that same fucking energy. No.
The higher ups do.
No, just the third Hokage knew.
Oh, that they
had
his whole family.
Yeah, everybody else is a pussy. Nope. Keep that same energy with that blonde hair boy that you did. See, it was racist. The only blonde bitch in there, other than who else is blonde? Tamari? Who other blonde characters you know?
Why do I'm gonna have a talk with these Japanese writers? Like, why y'all resemble American discrimination so much? Y'all trying to get the word. Y'all trying to pass the word out. Like,
I think it's more about how discrimination is everywhere, no matter what. I don't think there's a plan. I think that just as black people, like
we just resonate harder.
Yeah, I don't think.
Right, damn. Everybody get the short end of the stick, huh?
I don't think.
Might as well get that nigga dark skin and some braids.
You need a hug.
Nah,
are you sure?
I just be feeling bad. Like, I know how you feel, brother.
That's how I felt with Law. Like, Law's a big brother. Little sister named Miami.
That's how I be feeling about Aaron. I be like, oh, I get it, brother.
And that's why Aaron don't do it. He's tortured, but he's not his big.
He didn't get the chance to be.
He When he was looking in the mirror, talking about Tata Kai, I was like, I will come and save you. On my way.
You know what I'm saying? Aaron was robbed of the opportunity to be a big brother.
Tell you something. Older brothers in there, chef's kiss.
So what about old boy? He an older brother. What's his name? One who going crazy, the armor type.
Oh.
Yeah, he got a little brother.
He was cute when he was
Not that
crazy. He's too tortured. I can't fuck with it.
Tortured went too long.
He's too tortured. I can't fuck. It was honestly when they're calling for him and he's just like Reiner. It's Reiner, man.
Reiner. Yeah.
They're calling for Reiner. He's like, stop calling me, man. Let me die.
Stop making me kill the people I made friendships with. I could never do that, bro. Listen, I couldn't be in the part of infiltrate the community and get tight. No, because if I become a friend, it's over. I don't fuck with y'all no more.
Man, listen.
I'm with them now.
I'm telling you.
I ain't coming back.
Like, we're frenzies now.
Right. Like, if somebody sent me to be a spy and I found out y'all cool people, hey, yo, they really trying. They trying to get y'all. I came here to be a spy originally, but I found out y'all was some cool people, so I'm gonna help y'all out.
You gotta stop sleeping on these.
So I started reading the manga for Blue.
See, because you needed to, because they take it too.
After that last match,
they take it.
And I found out donkey wasn't the actual word they used.
No, it wasn't.
It was the R word, but it was like
can't
use that.
Heavy on it. heavy
Oh,
on
he
it.
threw it back at him.
Man,
Like,
what?
since you don't want to pass the ball,
Right.
I'm gonna use you as a decoy,
Yeah.
donkey.
Yeah,
I
like
was like, okay, okay, my boy.
I know the slurs with these boys.
I said, all right. He said he's sick of it, huh?
You know, absolutely.
He said, all right, you don't want to
Honestly,
conform. I'm gonna have to devour you, my
I'm
boy.
very much enjoying. I love everything that.
Yep.
Wait.
Well, but here,
No. No.
you can always go back to Japan and it'll be okay.
Won't be though, because even their regions.
Oh,
Like,
really?
yeah. It's kind of like how, like, here, I think, like, our age,
Like
15.
16, 17?
15. I'm never gonna find out. But I think like New York is like 17. So like, but like their age of consent is like differs between. And I think also the age of consent is also between ages that are close to that age. Like
Yeah.
that's where people be kind of messing up with this age of consent.
But
thing.
I do think they need to like refine that a little bit because it's like because it's like once a family gives consent, like
it doesn't work that way.
Well, no. So like, it's been situations where, like back in high school, like I knew people say he just turned 18, dating a girl,
Yeah.
and it was family
Yeah.
was cool with it. As soon as something went wrong, they flipped the script.
Oh, it's called the Romeo and Juliet. So it protects you if you've had a relationship before the person before one of the people in the relationship. But it depends on how long you've been. That sounds weird that I know it, but it's only because me and my husband are. And at some point, yeah, I was 18. So it protects you against
cradle robbers.
Down.
I couldn't resist the opportunity.
I can't even be a cougar though, like a cradle robber. I feel like that's the thing that just really hurts my heart. And it's crazy because my husband looks so much older than me, so people have the audacity to give him the same kind of information.
Listen, nobody get it worse than you.
Now that is just funny. Like that short demeanor. I have so many questions.
Let me think he kidnapped that poor little.
What doesn't help is that she has such a childlike demeanor. Like it's not even like she's not a childish person, but like constantly smiling, super excited for everything. Like and then you see her get to this big ass Wrangler, like that she's not tall enough to, and it's got a fucking lift kit on it, right? Like she's the reason why I didn't want a Wrangler. I'm like, why is it so tall? And then he's like, bro, she's got like a fucking foot lift kit on the bitch. I'm surprised she can get into it. She got a ladder or something. like that doesn't help. Like that doesn't help. He also was very stoic and very like
just be looking angry all the time.
He don't match her energy at all. So she's like, babe, right? And he's just like, bro, look, if you really try to do all this, like she like, babe, let's have some candy tonight. Like he's like, do we really need candy though?
he had me dying. I was like, hey, man, y'all know y'all really gotta come down to visit. He said, oh yeah, I'm coming down. I got UPS money now.
I'm sick.
I'm like, I can't stand it.
Like, yeah, that doesn't help. It doesn't help that she's got such a happy-go-lucky. That's what it is. But we like was tall boys too. Law is 7'6".
How tall is Luffy?
He's short.
Luffy tall. Luffy shorter than Law. I
always check my.
See them standing side by side. They don't look like they're much taller than he.
So he's so pretty much he was 5'7" at debut. Now he's 5'8.5".
Oh, yep. Now I see it. Okay.
But like Law,
I just couldn't. For some reason, I couldn't picture them standing next to each other off the top of my head.
Law is like 3.
And now that I see it, about all this shit.
Jinbei too. Who the fuck do you think? like what I tell you, like.
Wait, he has a D in his middle name too.
Who?
Law.
Yeah, part of my Willie the D tattoo. I like.
So are
they related now? The D, we're still not sure about the D people. But yeah, Trafalgar D water law. Hmm. Tell me, good to see. Good to see it. I listen. That
Yeah, Monkey D. Luffy, Trafalgar.
Trafalgar. Some people say
I'm
Trafalgar,
I'm not
Trafalgar.
gonna lie. That sounds like a black person. That is a that you come on.
Trafalgar.
Like you think about it.
He's named after like the
You you
Trafalgar War.
you in the you in the middle Cleveland Public School. I keep wanting to say East.
Because that's where
And
those kids go.
tell me you wouldn't be shocked if you seen a Trafalgar on that paper. Johnson. Just throw a Johnson at the end instead of
I'm mad. Like, he sits next to the Quavius Tron.
like, come on, that's a black person name.
All I'm saying is,
I'm gonna send a One Piece writer that like y'all know Law could be just change that last name to Johnson. Y'all got a black person.
I'm excited to see what anime. I'm excited to meet some anime children, like that are clearly named. I ain't
I
gonna
mean,
hold you. I tried to do it
I
myself.
got a nephew named Sora.
Right, right. But Sora also means sky.
Yeah, but it's still an anime
It's
name.
Japanese. It is.
Yeah.
It means sky in Japanese. I think it's normally a girl name.
Well,
Which
I
is
mean, the dude
interesting.
in King of the Hearts was.
I think it's either or. I've seen it. You know, in Digimon, the girl's name.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's one of those. You
Yeah,
know,
that's what.
I
So
mean, it's kind of like I seen the dude named Ashley, but
yeah, I know a person named Marion. A
I'm.
man named Marion. Uh huh.
I
He's nice too.
yeah,
He's a real
but
sweetie.
that's like a iron boy.
I had to call someone at my job, and his name. Oh, what was the other?
I can get something like
I
Alex,
was
but
looking
like
at.
Courtney.
I've seen a dude named Octavia before.
I knew a dude named Unique.
Tell me, you got to do this if your name is. I just.
It was all the way back like when I was like maybe like late
just.
elementary school days.
I
But
don't have it.
I remember because his name, like, because the aftercare I went to,
Oh yeah.
he was there too, and his
Yeah.
name was like Unique, and that just stuck with me. Like, because I've never met another dude
Unique.
Unique.
I know.
I met a couple Ashleys before. That still blew my mind.
I haven't
And
met
one
an
of them was an
Ashley.
old dude too. Like he was an old head. And this one I was like
I haven't met
before the teen, like preteens, he was an old head, and I was like, "Yo, your name
Ashley. You know they got hands.
You got to. You no choice.
Like nobody puts you in a worse position than when your mother gives you a very feminine. Like I'm not gonna say a girl's name either. I'm just gonna say a like a name that's well known. That's just on you. Like kind of like when you name. It's like anyone you ever met whose literal name is actually Dexter. Like there are real people. Like everyone's name is a real like thing. Like which is weird. Us we sound like stock photo. Like
Mm, I can
it's weird.
usually whenever they do anything where they print your names out on it, I can find mine. It might have an H in it, but
Because yeah, you got something like you got the ghetto spell again.
I met a white guy with the same spelling. He actually interviewed me when I was interviewing for the cab. He's like, my name's Jonathan too. I said, with the H? He said, no. I said, holy shit.
That's the now y'all gotta go do weird stuff. Don't you know when you meet someone with your same name, that's your evil twin automatically? Now y'all gotta go do
I done met a lot of my evil twins.
Now you gotta go
I thought the baby. I was like, I thought
baby.
the baby is my spirit animal. Like he does everything I wish I could do. I just don't got enough money to do it.
Or enough cancellation time.
They listen. Like he slapped people that I want to slap. Like,
what hits me is when we said he was canceled, and then he was like, "Who canceled?" And then his shit didn't go anywhere, and I was like, I think, I think, I think that the baby needs better PR, and I think that sometimes he can't leave the mentality alone that he used to have,
yeah.
and I think that that sometimes hinders him.
I mean,
Like,
but that's more so.
oh God.
I think that's more so the world forcing people to change at the rate they want. Like people don't realize these dudes go from drug dealers to
No,
millionaires
you
in a
overnight.
matter of weeks.
Overnight, you're right, but I think that what comes with it is that, and you're right. It's hard to shed that skin when you've been in it so long, but what I think comes along with that too, though, and the maturity part of it is just, I mean, you know,
And then,
You don't have to.
and now I will say there was one instance that whole Rolling Loud. Everything else, they pulled up on him.
No, you're right. I just think that with people, I don't expect you to shed your skin completely. There are some things that I do that I will never not do. Even though I don't have to live like that anymore, I will always do because it brings a certain type of
Yeah.
like, and it's strange, but that's what it is. But some of the things that you do, not everything that you do is meant for the public eye. Like, and
Oh
so,
yeah, no, I said the Rolling Out instance. I can't help you on that one.
yeah.
But as far as the violent stuff,
No,
they
yeah,
pulled up on him.
no. It was the way Chappelle brought it up. He was like, "The baby shot somebody in Walmart," like, and everybody was just like, he was like, and walked away from that, and I was like, "Did the baby shoot somebody in Walmart?" And I looked it up like,
And that's why I be confused because everybody was like, he a violent person.
I don't think he's violent.
I said, go look at the video. They all pulled up on him.
Yeah,
I was like, I know from the compilation,
yeah,
not to try this young man.
no, absolutely.
But for some reason, the rest of the world.
Here's the problem. The problem is there's two different things wrong with this. Okay, I don't think the baby is violent. I don't think I've ever heard him start anything. I think that Daystar is. I think that Tory Lanez is, but not due to the Megan Thee Stallion thing. Every time I see him, he just seems violent. But that also could be just every time I see him. I don't know.
In the August I seen the thing.
First of all, I don't trust August. Every time I see him, he's like a different person.
Like I seen the video, he kind of brought that about himself.
I don't trust August. Every time I see August, he's like a different person. Who are you? What do you really look like?
I'm not gonna like I told somebody. I said, look, he was by himself. Dude had him and like 3 other security guards. Dude went like this. You looked at him. You looked at it. See, you don't look at somebody's hand and then just walk away. You met him with violence.
I don't trust August. You don't look the same. Every time I see you, I don't know that's you. I don't like that.
And
Have you Googled August?
I used to be a fan of his music.
But what does he really look like? What's your government name, nigga? What you put on your W-2s?
I don't know.
You don't. What your ID look like? Because you're ever
now
changing.
He's on Big Brother, and he has a boyfriend.
I don't even care about the boyfriend part. I want to know. And then also that weird thing you did with Will and Jada, and then you gonna slide on out. I had an entanglement. I don't out. Like you did. Listen,
he made a song about it.
You can't be trusted. And why don't you look the same?
And that's what he was mad about Tory Lanez about. That's why he ain't shake his hand. He like, you talk like nigga. Tory Lanez was like, everybody was talking about it, bro. He tried to be cool that time. I will give him that. I heard the little recorded comment. He was trying to be cool, and August was talking crazy.
I don't trust that.
And it's like, my thing is though, like being the person I am, even if I don't like you. If I know it's 8 of y'all that want to meet, we gonna be cool for that 2 seconds until I get away from you and the 8 people.
I just don't understand. I think that the baby is a. I think what happens too is that when you get famous, people try to test your gangster and see if you feel about it. Yeah. And I think that obviously when hood things happen, hood people show up, and I understand that absolutely. I think that I feel like the baby has that hood mentality of still speaking his mind, which. It's always good to speak your mind. It's just that in this world, unfortunately,
you be doing that now.
I mean,
to an extent,
you can't do it when there's nothing educated behind it. Yeah. Like, and I think that that's where we're done with people just saying shit. Like we're done with it. We sat there and literally watched like Paris Hilton pretend to be the dumbest bitch on the planet just to like make dollars. Like, and I think that that's what it is that, like, and it doesn't help either that this is a community. We always, like, yearning for a leader or someone to, like, we all have too many leaders or no one wants to stand up. Like, and that's kind of what it is. Sometimes, and you just can't, I don't trust August. I will never trust him, okay?
And it goes back to you.
because why do you always look different? How come you never look the same? What's going on with you?
I know for a minute he did have some type of illness.
Like that's what you're talking about, like a weight loss. I'm talking about
physical appearance, like the
you look
hair.
like a completely different person.
He be having long hair, then he got short hair.
If you showed me 3 different pictures, I would tell you sorry to this man. What is he like? Who? And then when they came out with the shit, who is this? And then people want to get mad. I don't know how he pulled that off. Listen, Jada and Will.
Actually, I don't know. I used to want Jada. I don't know if I want anything to do with Jada. No,
I don't don't care that you're having threesomes. I don't care that one of you might be a cuck. I don't or a cucktress. There are cucktress as well. I don't care. That's not even my problem. My issue is with August is that he really like popped out and was like, "Oh, by the way, I did that shit with Jada and Will." And he was like, "Oh, okay." He was like, "But I was
Well,
for
no, I think that was,
real."
but I think that was the one. I think Will didn't know about that.
Yeah,
I think that's where the issue came because
I agree.
from what it sounded like, they were pretty open about
Yeah,
everything else,
absolutely.
and then but he wasn't open about that, and he had him in this house thinking, cool. Now, if I was, I don't understand why Will didn't slap him. I guess I could, you know what, Chris Rock that probably slap was probably meant for August.
More than likely.
You just came at the wrong time.
Listen, I think that people really be forgetting. Like you don't know what people are going through, and that's why I think that's why random violence to me is very just like like because sometimes people think it's like your whole life falling apart that makes you shit, and it's not.
No,
It's
it was.
really coming out to your car and seeing your window broke that make you just
Or
fall apart.
did you see that video of the lady who dropped her like coffee and was it was
Yes,
somebody and she
yes.
was
She
wild.
said you try to be a good bitch and you can't even have your fucking coffee. I try to be a good bitch. I pray to God. I do all this stuff, but God won't even let me have my coffee.
I done
Like,
spilled it all over the floor and shit. Like
yeah.
she was so mad.
Because I literally because my mom sent it to me and I was like literally any
I'm
inconvenience.
like and the crazy thing is they was playing it on the radio and I was like I feel her wholeheartedly
because people
because it be the little things
neuro
that set you off.
neurotypical people without mental illness do not understand. They think that it's the unpaid bills and the credit cards and the calls that make you like, that's it, fuck it.
Right.
I'm going to unalive. But what it really is that things are maybe starting to look up, or you like, okay, you done figured a thing out around it, and then you come out and somebody has keyed your card. Or so like, and you just like, who was even mad enough at me to even like it's the fact that like or is someone like is you telling someone some good news like, all right, so I finally paid down one credit card out of that debt, and someone goes, so what you gonna do about your other card? Shut the fuck up. Like
Right.
stop. I'm just trying to why would you bring that up right now? Like, so what you gonna do
Or
about
it
your
was
rent?
like
Like
it was actually for me it was all right, cool. I was like, all right, this check, I don't really got to spend that much.
yeah.
Good, we good. No,
Listen.
everybody out license gets suspended because of E. And I look, I still got the receipt down there because I got to Google all these extra
You know,
fines they threw on there because I'm like, okay, y'all had me for the expired tags and like not having my driver's license on, which I was coming from. I had my work ID on me. So I'm like, dude, I just came from down the street. I live around the corner, dog. I didn't think it mattered if I left my forgot about
always
but I didn't know I forgot it because usually I have it in my bag and I didn't bring my book bag with me.
I know. I do the same thing.
So
I do the same thing with my
gee.
wallet. It's
So
one of those things too, because in the state of Ohio, it's actually cool to walk around,
yeah,
and they'll pick you up and take you.
and then lady was like, I looked online and said 171. I get there, she like uh 50 or 235 or something. I'm like, yo, I literally checked it before I came up here, and it said
Yeah.
171. And then I got charged $10 for a fax at the DMV.
That $10 was send me over.
Oh, listen, I was like, you know what, just do it before I lose it. Because she was like, okay, yeah, we're gonna update the system, but we can send it over and get it updated right now for $10. $10?
See, and that's why.
And then she was like, okay, I was like, should I wait for you to finish or should I just go? She was like, yeah, just wait for it to send. And then went on lunch. And I was like, did you inform anybody that I was waiting on the fax? I just left. I was like, I don't care if they get it or not. Take me to jail.
I told you I was talking to them hospital people, and when I literally called and talked to 7 different people, called the nurse back, and they said, she's busy. Can she call you back? And then got no call until 8:30, till like 8 something this morning. And I was just sitting there like, make me fucking sick. Like, I feel like if there's anything we can leave y'all with, because our time is running out. Is there anything we can leave y'all with? Is just be nice to people, man. You have no clue what they are going through. Like coming from people from us that have not only mental illness but also have bad luck. like come
Horrendous luck.
like before you do something, especially as a person who used to work in retail, like before you kind of jump on somebody for ruining your fucking day, like imagine what you're doing to theirs.
Mm-hmm.
Like always, I try to be as nice as I can to retail people because I know I used to be there.
Yeah, I used to work at Walmart.
Like yeah, like if it's not on the shelf, is and I ask you if it's in the back and you say what's out is out, what's out is out.
Yeah.
I agree
Luckily,
with
I decided to be a cashier at Walmart.
you.
And oddly enough, I was like one of the only male cashiers at the time because before most of them were female.
Yeah.
And that was lit because all the females used to come in my line. It get weird sometimes when they
Yeah.
buy like
weird stuff.
pregnancy tests and stuff like that. I'll be like, why you come in my line?
I used in college, me and my best friend Sunshine, shout out Sunshine.
And then I try not to be the funny weird dude when they buy condoms. I just be like,
we used to always buy the weirdest shit together. Shit we needed, but weird shit. Just to confuse it. Like one time I bought hangers, milk, and what else did I buy? Like sponges? Like just to scare them. Like, they're like, what the fuck you want to get into?
yeah,
we used to buy these strange. It was always shit we needed, right? It was like one of those just weird Walmart runs, and we would because we had a 24-hour Walmart, so it would be like 2 o'clock in the morning, and we are buying, and we would take pictures of it. I just bought something mad weird. Hold on, I think I sent it to him too.
And then like when she bought it, she was just like staring right at me, like the pregnancy. I'm like, stop! You're making this weird for me. Why did you come in my line anyway? There's like 2 other lines with females open, and you just stand.
I'm so bad. I cannot find it. I sent the weirdest purchase 2 signs. I was like, bro. He's like, why are you what? I was like, someone's probably worried. Like, I love it. I love it. I love it. You buy like a cord, and then you buy something. Always buy something like that needs to go in your house. Mm-hmm. Something edible, and then something that just like dishwashing liquid or something, or like oil. Like you just say like, because they like, what you gonna do with some hangers, some oil, and some pipe cleaners? Like what are you doing?
Some weird shit.
Like anytime you buy hangers with any food, people get nervous.
A random thing I found out before we go. You know that song that "Wait for You, Baby, I Will Wait for You." You know that's a white guy.
Yes.
I did not know. I never seen like the video or anything.
Really?
And then I listened to a playlist and I was like, dang, I remember this song. This is my song. And I seen the I said, it's a white dude? It's not African American to me.
People were doing the same thing when they
with Billy Caldwell.
Yeah, that, and they did the same thing with I think what is his name? We're Never Gonna Give You Up guy.
Oh
like, people were like surprised.
Marvin Astley, I think.
Yeah. Or no, his name is Rick Astley.
Yeah, Rick Astley.
And then
I think his brother was Marvin.
People did the same thing with Adele.
Yeah.
Yeah, people had no idea Adele was white.
Yeah, when I seen the album cover, I said, "Oh wow, brother, you got a soulful voice."
Yeah, I was real into the emo scene, so yeah, I was into some weird like.
'Cause tonight will be the night that I won't forget.
That is my jam. Okay. And then like anything from Fall Out Boy, like I was there. Fall Out Boy.
Make me change my mind.
Listen, like that. What is it? Ohio is for lovers. Like.
I do remember the purple hair pic you showed me.
Yes. Listen, me.
With the striped long sleeves.
It is not a scene, Mom. Like, it's not a little phase. I am still...
The striped long sleeves.
Absolutely.
I wear long sleeves under short sleeves.
I do. I must be emo. Absolutely.
Did you see that when Stewie did that?
Yes. Absolutely.
I'm wearing long sleeves under short sleeves.
You have to layer it up, okay? You have to, like, do a kind of weird thing with your hand there. You have to say "rar." It was a whole...
Now I want to watch the South Park episode
where you were seen in emo.
Yeah.
Honestly, and then listen to the song "I Must Be Emo."
What was it? Emo and goth. They had their little war.
Yes, it's important. Okay, but I actually do like touching just like having to do like. And my French teacher at the time was also goth. That was like cool.
All right, guys.
Okay, bye, Z Daisy.
See y'all later.